There we go. Hey everyone, this is Dan, First Person Looter, and this is my umpteenth time playing Borderlands 2 and my little playthrough for you and how I go about doing it. As I said in the other previous videos, the one thing about Borderlands 2 is that the more you play, the more stats you get, and those stats just go across all of your characters, even the brand new ones. So if you truly are playing for the first time ever, you're not going to have some of the bonuses that I'm going to have. I'm trying to play as vanilla as possible, but a lot of the special bonuses carry over to new characters, and there's nothing I can do about it. There's another Borderlands game, I don't remember which one it is, if it's the pre-sequel or Part 3 or Tiny Tina's Wonderlands, where you can turn off all of those bonuses to really feel like you're playing brand new, but we're going to do the best we can here. So we got the Firehawk. In this video, we're going to get Roland. Again, the concept of the game right now is to gather all of our main characters to take on Jack. And once we get all of our main characters, there's still a few more things we have to run through, little things to get our plan rolling after we get Roland. But we are going to do those in other videos. Right now, let's just continue playing on. So now that we've left Frostburn Canyon, we could have fast traveled to this map, or we could just run through and come out this way. And in order to get to Roland, we need to get to this bridge. But in order to get to the bridge, we need an enemy car. So the first thing we're going to do, since we're here, there's two exits out of this map. They both take you to the same map, just at different points. So it doesn't matter. We're driving either way. So we'll go to this nearest entrance to the new map, and we'll have to drive a bit of a ways. But on the other hand, if we went to the other entrance to this map, we would have driven a ways on that map. So here we are at a new place, and look at that. We find a new location. Gives us a bit more experience points. We're going to go to where we see more snow. And we are going to have to honk at the gate. And they're going to realize, hey, that's not our horn. So we're going to need to go to another map to get the proper car.
Just drive up and honk your horn.
Which I think is
so hard after all.
L3. Click the L3 joy. Oh, okay, it does tell you. They're going to say they don't know who it is. So we're going to have to go this way next. Doesn't look like one of ours. Yep. So we're going to meet a character that is going to help us build one of those trucks. In order to build one of those trucks, we have to find existing trucks, shoot them, get the parts, and assemble your own. So we're going to go right here. I mean, why we can't just steal one that is fully intact? We have to shoot them and explode them and get the pieces and have them be reassembled.
I should have killed your fat ass when I had the chance!
Sorry! What was that? You gotta speak up! That was awesome.
Awesome.
I didn't see.
So like with all games, there's a bunch of main steps to get to your final goal, but each one of those main steps has got a bunch of little small sub-steps underneath it to complete that main step. So this main step is to get Roland, but in order to get Roland, the small steps are building a car, and the sub-steps below that is to get a car, and the steps below that is to build that car. We do have an extra point right there, so I'm not going to waste any time. I did waste some time. It's been flashing since this video started, but let's go over here, and I'm going to continue getting this. And one more point will open up this area. Shield recharge delay would be nice. Death Trap ability. Death Trap restores the shields of one ally. That is the most important thing. It gets kind of annoying sometimes because I will send him off to attack someone and he'll just turn right to me and ignore the enemy and fix my shields, which I guess is nice-ish, but I'm already in cover. I just want him to go deal with the bad guys while my shield recovers on its own. But either way, it's helped me quite a bit, this one. So that's what I'm going to get. And that only is 1 point. You can't put 5 into it. There's only 1 there. And there's 5 points you can put to here, 5 points you can put to here. Either way, you don't need to fill 5 plus 5 plus 1. You don't need to throw in 11 whole points before you get down to this row. You still only need to put in 5 points. Whether it's all 5 here, or 2 here and 2 here and 1 here. You get it. Do we have any badass points? Not yet. So she's going to tell us to go build a technical.
Ellie, my brother Scooter told me you was coming. Don't get many visitors around here, especially not one so cute. Trying to rescue your pal Roland from the dam, huh?
Let's just get in the car. We don't need to listen to her. She's going to tell us what to do.
I got one right over yonder that I crushed with the driver still inside. My bad. Well, I got a vanilla technical in the shop and most of the parts we need. Just gotta doll it up with some more of the bandits' trimmings. Spikes, blood, skulls, that kind of thing. You could probably scavenge that stuff from the bandit patrols around here.
This is exactly what I'm trying to do.
Blow up some
Just shoot them, and when they blow up, I'm just focusing on one at a time. And where's the piece?
That's cool, that's cool.
0 of 5. Maybe they only drop things once she's finished on talking. I actually don't know that. There goes one. Okay. I hold both triggers down when I do this. Okay, so he blew up my car, no problem. You don't have to use your car.
Just finished prepping my truck for those bandit parts. Just get a few more and we'll be good to go.
I don't want to do this all on foot, so I am going to run back to the garage and get another one of my old vehicles. While I'm here, see something green, go ahead and pick it up. So again, when I'm shooting with the vehicles, I just have both triggers down, so it's shooting the slightly less powerful but a lot more smaller bullets and the kind of the rockets, the little mini rockets that are slower but are more powerful. Get near that so I can activate that, so next time I die, that's where I will be. These guys you can shoot down, you might have to because they'll be coming after you, but they don't have the parts for the car because they aren't a car. Clearly. So if you don't see any more in this area, we go to our map, we can see that if we don't see any more in this big circle, and we don't have to explore everywhere, they'll come to you if there's any available to shoot, and there's none coming to us, so we can go over to this area. And usually that's how it is for me. I'll get 2 or 3 here, and then it'll be done, and then the other 2 or 3 would be here. So we'll go over to the other circle. Oops, wrong way. I'm facing the wrong way. We're still in the original circle. I'm a little distracted today. I have a very sick cat, and it's troubling me greatly. And it's worse today than normal, and so I've given him his medicine as best as I can, even though he doesn't want it. He spits it out even though it's what he needs for his health. I've tried different flavors.
Keep it up! You're just a few more charred bandits from having a ride that'll fool those blood shots.
See, a lot of little roofs there. We can... Okay, I wish I could have jumped that. That would have been cool. Keep an eye on the car health. We're outside of the circle, but a lot of times cars drive past here. There's one. Okay. Try to stay behind them and they have a harder time shooting you.
Handle whatever the blood
Bloodshot's dish out, but I generally don't like letting him get tortured any longer than I have to.
Let's go down this way. We're gonna have to return to Ellie when this is all done. There you go. Why do I keep hitting the same things? Oh my lord. Both triggers are down. Both triggers are down. Okay. Sick cat business. I'd edit this out, but it's a live stream. Maybe I can edit it out on the YouTube editor or something. 13 minutes. Lucky number 13. Yeah. Wee Wee is still struggling. I've waited, I've hung around him, I've done whatever I can. He doesn't want to be touched. He wants to be left alone. I still cuddle with him though. I can't help it.
Already over there.
But
Some modifications and you'll be good to go.
okay, so we got the parts. We're gonna assemble them here, and it's gonna be sent over to the machine digitally, much like Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory, when the cowboy TV show kid gets transported from the camera to the TV.
All right, looking good. Now we just gotta get in the catch-a-ride system. Groovy! Now you construct one of those bandit-looking things from any of my brother's catch-a-rides. Come back and see me sometime, you son of a bitch. And tell Scooter to stop setting my customers on fire. I can take care of myself.
Monsieur. So I'll go with pink again. Players in the gunner seat, yep, which is the same as the other.
That looks like the car of a psycho murderer. I'm digging it. Get back to the Bloodshot Dam and try honking your way in again.
And we are now approaching, oh, so if you shoot this thing down, or if you block it, you can generally, something about this, there's like a bonus, yeah, there's like a, forgot how this worked. Okay. I don't know. Oh, I think I have to shoot the two cars that are guarding it. Guy back there is just like, oh boy, this guy. What kind of tutorial is this guy trying to run? So the car, I think, has exploded. Well, that's one of the things we can do is if I choose this. Okay, so teleport to vehicle is there. So this is a good time to bring up that if your car is still on the map, which it is, and you've died, or if you're just way out in somewhere else on the other, somehow you've run over here on foot or whatever, as long as you have a new you station, not a new you thing like that. So that's new you. This is called catch-a-ride. If you get to a new catch-a-ride, which on your map is indicated by this little wheel, so there's a catch-a-ride, there's a catch-a-ride. If you happen to be out here, but your car is way the hell over here, you can go to the catch-a-ride, click on square to spawn vehicle, choose the vehicle that you know is still out there, and instead of redeploy the vehicle, which will make a brand new one and get rid of the old one, and bring the new one right to where you are, just click on teleport to vehicle and you'll go back to your already existing one wherever it already happens to be. Boom. So dying there actually paid off. It allowed me to mention something. We will honk our horn, and we are about to fight a mini boss. And like many games, the mini boss turns out to be a character that you have to fight a lot from this point on. But he's extra powerful when you first deal with him.
While I try to get Hyperion back on the horn.
We can't drive through here, so we're going to have to get out. If you want to try to use your truck to shoot enemies, you can certainly do that. You can come over here to kind of get their attention. The one thing about the death trap, I believe, is if I get into my driver's seat, it cancels death trap. Yes, it does. So these enemies are 12, which means the game is trying to say these are too tough for you. You shouldn't be bothering with these enemies. And they might be a little too tough for you at this point if you aren't like me, where my character happens to have all these bonuses associated with them. Gun bonuses apply to the vehicle guns, so if we're at a point here where it's too difficult for you, you can do what I do sometimes, which is just keep on trying, just farming the area. Just try over and over and over again until you figure out a pattern, you figure out some sort of play style that works, or go back to Sanctuary and do side missions to level up. Because again, in this first playthrough, missions are set to what they are, and the enemies within those missions are relatively the same difficulty level, maybe 1 or 2 less or more. But so this A Damn Fine Rescue is at level 12, and it's been marked as being hard. If it's just right for you, it'll be green and say normal, and if it's under-leveled, so like you've gone off and done a billion side missions and now you're at level 20, then this level 12 will be gray and say easy. So right now it's hard for us, but you can certainly go back to Sanctuary or wherever you happen to see any map that has side missions floating around, grab them, do them, and then come back here. So that's up to you at this point. If you want to go and do side missions, I would have advice for certain side missions, but I'm focusing on the main missions in these videos. Maybe I'll do another video of just side missions, and I'll say, hey, if you're here during the story mission, here's what you can do.
We got an intruder! Get him, Van Ma!
Don't be intimidated. We'll deal with them.
They're scouts!
You're worse than the midgets. I'm stuck, so let me turn around. I'm gonna get some space between me and him. This is where a slag gun would really come in handy, but we just killed all the midgets. That's good. It's good to kill the midgets early, because if they get knocked off of his shield, they'll be running at you independently, and they'll be fighting you from their own angles. Oh, well, I killed him. Hey, how about that? And the grenade got me as well. This game likes to do that a lot. It likes to put me in fight for my life just as an enemy's dead and I have no one else to kill. You're just gonna have to get used to that. Just face the reality that that's what Borderlands is gonna do a lot. I've had moments where I really just do not understand why I got into fight for my life. I'm sniping people from far away, and all of a sudden, just as I finish what I need to do, I go into fight for my life. It's like, what? I wasn't near a grenade. Nobody shot me. There was only one guy left, and I saw him running, and I shot him as he was running away, and I still end up in fight for my life. This is one of the areas I've not been talking about it. There's been a lot of places, but a lot of areas where there are the vault symbols, and if you collect all the vault symbols, you get an extra little prize. Yeah, I haven't been talking about them. Oh, look at them. They're floating. Graphical error. But if you are curious about the vault symbol, let me let that go. It is back here. There you go. Hell, we'll just discover it. Cult of the Vault. 1 of 3. So there's 3 on this particular map. Not just in this little arena, as I'll call it, but all on 3 within this whole map around here. Not just in here. Okay. This is the big dam, and we have to run around in circles to get to the other entrance, and that's where we find Roland. This is one of the 2 areas that I have a lot of difficulty in. Every time I play this game, and I play it this way.
Great. Roland should be around here somewhere. I'm sure you can handle yourself, but if anything happens to Roland, make sure nothing happens to Roland.
Every time I get here, this is when I start seeing skulls and everything becomes a lot more difficult. But so this is a very contained area where we're inside. There's not a lot of places that you can go up and perch and hide. There's not a lot of places that you can stand where no one can get to you, but you can get to them, kind of thing. That kind of stuff doesn't exist. So a lot of this level has to do with shooting, taking cover, shooting, taking cover. So we'll throw that. We'll let him go. You just have to duck and cover. A lot of duck and covers. And I don't know if I mentioned that whenever you're reloading, hide. So I'll go over here, hit reload while I'm in cover, come back out. Let's hurry up because my guy actually has life. Here's some things over here. I'm gonna get them. But let me just get my robot over here.
Bloodshot's all right. They've been trying to take Roland out ever since he kicked their asses out of Sanctuary.
Trying to get my robot to follow me out here. Thanks, robot. There you go. So while my robot now fights them, I will go over here and get something. Sometimes I like to wait. If it's all money, I like to wait to get the money until the end, so that way they don't tax me that every time I die, and I'll just collect what I need to collect at the end. But there's a hidden challenge in this map where you have to jump on all the yellow couches. So watch this when I jump on it. Boom. F-yo couch. There's 4 more to find. And offhand, I don't remember where they are, because that's not important to completing the game. Once we kill these ones, the gate all the way in the end is going to open up and a lot more enemies are going to come out. Oh, I just heard somebody fall. Yay! See, when I saw a big group of them all together, I sent out my grenade.
Robot fighting time! Nice boy!
Get ready to throw another grenade. I've got 1 left. They're going to be coming up. Here it is. There's a big guy. You can't really shoot his shield. The shield blocks everything, so you got to shoot the little hole to the top left, or some of his legs, or if you can throw a grenade at him, you might blast him back and his arms kind of flail and then his shield is not there. Or send your sidekick. Oh, yeah, or he does that. Or send your sidekick at him and he'll start paying attention to him and he might turn his back on you. There's a lot of enemies right there. Beautiful. I have no more grenades right now, but I'm sure there's a lot of weapons down here. Let's go ahead and get that point.
That anarchy thing.
Yay, now look what's opened. So we spent 5 points total along this top row, which has now opened this row, and we only need to spend 5 more to open up this row. 5 points more to open up this row. I don't remember how, if you have to do all 5 just for this one. Maybe.
Leave us alone!
You won't last 2 minutes. There's a slag barrel, so I don't have a slag weapon, but if I can wait for them to get close to the barrel, I will shoot the barrel, they will be covered in slag, and my bullets will do a lot more damage.
Give me your
The slag does wear off eventually. Let's get away from them. Even if you... Oh good, he's back. My little robot friend's back, good.
Blood and guts, my favorite thing.
There's a side mission related to the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles down there. That is a vault symbol, but it's not one of the hidden vault symbols you need to find. That's actually, you know, made in steel into that steel door. The hidden vault symbols are always written, like scratched into rocks, rock walls and stuff. They're not beveled and embossed things. Okay, clear, room clear. When we get to this giant circular waterfall thing, that's when it gets really, really tough. But this next area is definitely going to be tougher. Oh, hello, I didn't see you there.
No getting away from us!
Don't ever be afraid to retreat back and constantly give yourself more space. Reloading, so I'm backing away beyond the wall.
They got me! I can take it! Act like her!
Another good reason to have your guns all loaded is... all fully reloaded is, let me get them real. If I'm shooting, pop. And even if I have more ammo, or if I don't have more ammo, if I run out of ammo, reloading could take a long time. So if you just want to press triangle to swap weapons, and you know that your next weapon has already been fully reloaded, then you can just immediately start shooting at them again with another gun. Which, again, becomes very important when you have the 2 weapons that I need you to get. Actually, you know what?
Call me back and let's negotiate already!
Hyperion wants Roland bad. Even if they don't buy him from the Bloodshots, they'll be coming for him. You better hurry.
And I'm not going to hurry. You know what we're going to do? We're going to quit, and it's okay if you followed along with me to this point. I'm quitting, don't worry. It was totally worth it to do that, because now you have an idea of what we'll be dealing with. But I think this will be a good time to actually start farming for one of the first weapons that I demand that you get. I'm quitting and continuing because I just don't want to run all the way back. You could run all the way back if you want to the beginning. You could have done it. It's not that far. This is the area that's really, really difficult. But yeah, you could run back and then your progress would be saved, but I'm quitting. So if you want to run back to here manually, you certainly can. It makes all the chests refill, so that's a way to farm for ammo. But anyway, so let us go to Three Horns Divide. Three Horns Divide. This is a place we're going to be going to a lot. Well, technically only once in this playthrough. We might have to keep reloading the level, but we're going to get a weapon called the Herald, the Unkempt Herald. Pick whichever car you want. Teleport vehicles. So when you respawn, just run to your left and get this car. Turn right. I'm not driving it very well, and we're going to wrap around to the right. And remember where we went at the beginning of the game to find it. Oh my god, I'm really not doing well. We picked up a radio and then we went over to the left. This is where we want to go, to the left. You can jump right where the rock meets the ground. And remember, we came in here, we rescued a soldier, and then we went over here to pick up the part that we needed, and we had the option of killing 20 bandits if we wanted, and I ended up killing 20 bandits. What we didn't see was a character that will now be back here. Now that we've done that mission and we've returned here, there is a character. There he is. Savage Lee, who is now there. And he will be back here every time we load this level. Even when he dies, which he needs to die. He has a chance, a small chance, to drop a legendary pistol called the Unkempt Herald. Oh! I was prepared to farm him for a while on this video. I mean, I should have done this earlier because it's a level 7. That's the issue, is that when you do your first playthrough, his level, his difficulty, and his weapon drops are going to be around the level 7. I should have done this earlier. Let's see. That's a 5. That's a 6. This is a stiff Unkempt Herald. They have different names at the top. But these are one of the best pistols in all of the game, even though it's a level 7. Even if the numbers don't look as high as you want, and the fact that some numbers are low, it's just magic for a while. So now let's go back to the Bloodshot Stronghold. I'm going to use my L1 button to boost and drive to the left on this same road that we came down. And come back to the New U/fast travel station and find the Bloodshot Stronghold. These are more flesh and blood characters, so using a fire weapon is definitely helpful. And I do have fire pistols. But that still is an amazing gun. It's only level 8. This is a level lower than that, and it's 80 versus 28 times 2. Shotguns are always the best, but let's see. That has fire, but it's a pistol. Do I have any weapon that has fire but not a pistol? No. Okay, well, I'm going to keep an eye out for any non-pistol fire weapon. I don't care if it's a white quality or not. So everybody's back because I quit the game. Let's see what damage we can do to them. He's got a skull, and it took 3 shots plus my guy. Again, probably won't be as easy for you if this truly is your first playthrough and you don't have any of the gun bonuses, but
Kick their asses out of Sanctuary. I should have seen it coming.
if you're hitting it's not opening, you just got to make sure that your cursor is right over the lock and that you see the R3 smash. Square is not going to do anything. You have to do that. Pistol again. It's because it sees how often I use pistols. I know. Maybe I'll switch to another weapon to try to get it to not give me pistols so much. Oh, there's a big guy down there. Oh. Right there, I'm not sure how I got into Fight for My Life, even though I came right back out of it. Suicide bomber, great. They definitely help with shields, huh? Because of all the explosion splash damage. Out of ammo. See how many shots it took to kill the one with a shotgun? That's 15 times 6, but then... Like you can see, it's 15 times 6, which is more damage than my Unkempt Herald, and yet my Unkempt Herald went right through him. Like wet paper, like Swiss cheese. When they do that, they're signaling all of their enemy friends, which was not good. Not good. I love this. This grenade is just such a cheat code. It really, really is.
For Roland. Final offer. Echo me back.
Okay, so we need to go straight there. We can go right down the middle here and deal with all these people. We can go to the right. More bad people will pop out.
You better hurry.
We can go to the left and more bad people will pop out. To me, the left is the easiest. You can technically run through this and they won't come after you. Some of them won't. Mostly once you get through there, so you can try to avoid all of this if you want. I mean, you're still going to get attacked. This is another reason why I like my robot. He will go in and deal with him. Here's a bad guy, just run past him, run past him, and if you get shot, just hopefully you can fight out, get through, fight for your life. There was a turret. Okay. And we're through. And at the very least, we just got this new use station here, so if something happens to us, at least we don't have to run through them again. And it looks like they are all coming up to us. That's fine. Oh god, it just... That switched to our Unkempt. That's not it. Ah, look at that. Beautiful. It's a lifesaver. It's literally a lifesaver. Surprised they're all coming after me, but alright. But it's nice, you know, they're all bottlenecked here. So they all come in the... You don't have to aim all over the place. Up, down, they're over here, they're on this ledge, they're down here, they're over here, they're coming out of this door. No, you just... Oh, you're the turret over there, so you can't get to me. This, technically, you could kind of run through, sort of. There's a door at the very top, but it is closed until a certain enemy comes out, and that enemy only comes out after you've killed a certain amount of people. So you do have to kill some people, but you can hopefully run up to that door, hang out there, and as soon as it opens, run through it. But the chances are slim to nil. That's why I was saying when we first started it, there's not really many places you can just run and hide.
No Hyperion wants to.
You just have to work your way up in a spiral staircase, like the Protector. Again, if they're getting a little too close, you can always give yourself more space. Never feel ashamed to retreat. I know this game is all about wanting you to deal with threats head on, but there's no shame. We could just hang out back here because they're awfully slow walkers, so we could hang back out here and just let our robot friend form up. Do I have any other class mods? I threw the one away. No. Now his back is turned to us because he's engaging with our robot friend. If you had another, like other characters, they go invisible, which I guess is good for some things. You can run through people and they don't see you. But in stages like this, lots of stages like this, doors are locked until you've defeated a certain amount of enemies, so... you know. So the last guy is up here, so I can, as long as I stay underneath where he is, he can't get to me. But if you climb up far enough, it will spawn more enemies. That's something you can do. You can wait till he forgets about you and starts walking backwards. And then his back will be turned to you. This is also allowing us time for our robot friend to reboot. Oh shoot, his shield was up and I missed it. Could see if maybe... I mean, this is the very first one, so this is probably not terribly powerful, but... it'd help us get his, like, leg. There you go. See, you can get his leg. Oops. Go get him. And now we've gotten high enough that we've created more enemies. So what we can do, hopefully, maybe, is just get to this front door here. Shoot that barrel to cause more damage on this big guy. Once this door opens, we can just run through. Oops. This door right here. But we are kind of left in the open here. Sometimes what I like to do is let somebody be down on a lot of health and wait for myself to have to be in fight for my life, and then I will shoot them.
Time's over.
Like here, maybe I can just get him instead though. So yeah, if I get into fight for my life and it's a really bad situation, I'll shoot him.
Look out! You better run!
Okay, I'll do it then.
I live!
Health would be nice, even though my health respawns automatically. Okay, I see all the new triangles. This guy's very tough, Mad Mike, sometimes, but let me at least get to here. Good, so now I don't have to run all the way back. Let's just run through, just ignore them. There's going to be more enemies up ahead, but if we can... okay, no problem. Let's see if there's somebody we can get. Good. If not, then you just respawn where we just passed. So don't worry, let me get this guy out to distract them. Go through here, and what we want to do is go left. We want to open up this... don't go there yet. Just come over here. A lot of the enemies should forget about you when you're in here. And sure enough, there's no more red diamonds, so no one's going to come after us. No one's going to come from over there to get us. The enemies that we have yet to see here... oh, there's one over there walking around. They're not going to bother with us. So we're safe in here until we get far enough up the stairs, and there will be one mini boss? I don't know what you call it. An extra large single enemy that comes out of this door. So we'll have to take him down. So I will get this guy ready, I think. Oh, he came out. I guess I came a little too far. I wanted to wait for my robot. Shoot, shoot, and hide. Shoot, shoot, hide. Sometimes it's like the guy with the big deer head. So that's weird. So we are up here because if you saw, we ran by really fast. Ran by a force field, and this is where you go to open it. Let's run down. Yeah, you deal with him. So while he does that, this is what we need to open. Now we can either hit it with a switch, with a square, or we can shoot it if you like to be more explosive and violent and crazy, but you do waste a bullet doing that. So I'll just hit square. Oh, and that it took down that gate right there. If ever you want to know where a switch is, look at the blue gate and find the one cable. And as you can see, there's this this black cable that comes out. You have to follow this cable. Goes to there, then goes down here, connects to there, goes through here, goes behind this stuff, but you can look for it, and then eventually you'll see that it comes to here. And that's how you'll know where the switch is. So we're heading back the way we came, where all the enemies are upset. I'm gonna see what kind of goodies we have in there. We have a new bonus for our little robot friend. We will use that soon. Let's see if there's anything good in here. Wouldn't it be wonderful if there's another Unkempt Herald for some reason in this red chest? This is where all the good stuff is usually. It's all grenades. And all the grenades are at level 12 because that's what this mission level is. And we're getting there. We got to 11 from 10, so we're getting better, but not enough. And it doesn't really matter. These grenades are not anything I'd want anyway. Again, if it's white and green, ignore it because you're going to find more things very soon. Okay, so let's, oops, there we go.
That anarchy thing looks tricky.
No, he'll come and he'll zap us. And even the one thing that's annoying about one of the couple of things that's annoying about it, not only that he'll try to restore your shield when that's not really what you need him to be doing right at that moment, but also if you only need a little bit of shield recharge, he still does this animation that always lasts the same amount of time. So you can have your shield filled up within a second, but he's still just zapping you. And it's just wasting precious time of his health, life, and enemies coming after you. That's annoying.
It's robot fight time!
Remember, we'll be able to spend Iridium to buy more slots for grenades. Right now I only have 3 and I keep running out of them. But there's so much ammo and grenade stuff all over the map that if you run out, you're gonna find more grenades within a few minutes. There's a grenade, so run away. Or another grenade, 2 big guys. That'll be nice. Yay. 2 big guys grouped together. It's perfect opportunity to throw that grenade. Oh, hello, Jesus. Bye-bye, he's yelling at me. Let's get that health so we don't have to wait even the short amount of time we have to wait for it to automatically... Just two big guys, we'll throw it. Here's another one of the couches. Oh yeah, the room that we ran through really fast, that had a couch. When I said you can either go straight through or go to the right or go to the left, and I said go to the left. When you go to the left and you climb up the ladder, I turned right and kept going down, but if you climb up the ladder and turn left, that's where one of the couches will be.
I think they want to play, Scotty.
But again, it's not pertinent to beating the story, so I didn't cover it, but I figure I'd mention it now, I guess. Since I'm thinking about it, I don't know. Always try to aim for the heads, because that's critical hit spots, and that does more damage and kills them faster. It's a little bit more difficult, but I always aim for the head. When I see that red word critical come out, it's good. Okay, we're in the room with Roland. There's going to be a couple more bad guys, and there's some switches that we need to unlock to open up the jail cells so we can get some bonus gear.
We lose our payday.
One grenade, took them all out. Very good. Yeah, before we do anything with Roland, which is right over here, before we interact with him, before we touch that green, there we got an autosave. We're going to come up here, this ladder, and return. We're going to jump over these in a second, but first I'm going to come over here and see about this little hidden chest. Sometimes there's good stuff. It's another AR, but only 51. It's a 40. We'll see. Come over here, and there's a lot of good stuff in this number 4, but I'm going to open up all of them. Because I can't help myself. Every time I play, I open up all of them. So here's all the things we need to open up. Green means it's locked. It's kind of weird. Green seems like it should be unlocked, but I'm gonna click, click, unlocked, unlocked, unlocked. There's a vault symbol if you want it. Again, not pertinent to beating the game, but it's one of the challenges. So now we'll come back here. I'll just jump off the side. You can go into these other cells now. There'll be some loot, you know, and little things like that. But the one I'm the most concerned about is this one. Hopefully there's something good. Oh, a blue shield. Might be too powerful for us to use. It might be a level 12, but I'm certainly going to want to grab it. Oh, and it's shock damage. Great. It releases a shock Nova Blast when depleted. It's so good. So if people are close to me and they're shooting me, and they shoot me so much that my shield is down, well, at least my shield will blast them with a shock, and that'll help me defeat them. So I definitely want that. I can't equip it onto my person, but I can put it into my backpack. So what do I want? Let's get rid of this old shotgun. Now I've got 11 of 12. I'll go ahead and grab it. And now it's in my inventory, though I can't apply yet. Now, there's going to be a lot of robots coming up, so if you have any corrosive weapons, it's a good idea to use them. And I have none. And that's just the way it goes. Even if the weapon is... Just keep hitting unlock. He'll wake up.
Hunter. Good to finally meet you.
Even if your weapon is a little bit low powered, if it's corrosive, I would at least try it on enemies with a yellow bar, health bar above them.
This'll just take a second.
Not just yellow enemies like this yellow robot, but any enemy that has a yellow health bar. If your guns are powerful enough, you can actually rescue him right here and now. I've been able to do it just once in my entire time of ever playing this. If you have like a rocket launchers and stuff, maybe. Back up, but first back up, back up.
Now let's see about getting out of here.
Eliminated.
Vault Hunter! You gotta stop this!
I know, you can't shoot it. You're going to waste your bullets. Nothing's going to happen. Gotta wait. And you still gotta stay back because...
That's how handsome Jack pays ransom.
Because this guy, a suicide.
Soldier!
So at least that's kind of a way of explaining how that works. So you can try shooting it. I'm barely doing anything to the shield, so this is another thing you can run through. It's possible. There's a lot of enemies. It's a lot of fun to shoot them, but I'm just gonna keep running and jumping and try to just be a moving target. Not gonna worry about killing them. Just keep going. Maybe I'll throw a grenade over there. And boom. Done. Done. Oh, it's getting dark. Okay, so now we're at the top of the dam, and we need to run around to where that guy is. It's this big curved thing. You can't really run through here. Well, you can. You can. There's no sealed doors between here and the final boss fight. I still kind of consider it a mini boss fight. Yeah, there's nothing sealed in between those. Between here and there, so you can get to it, but some of these areas are just so tough that trying to run through is, you're just going to keep getting killed over and over, and it can become not fun. There's a side challenge here where there's some of these cars have got little tiny little keys that aren't lit up in green or anything. They're very hard to see, and you can only see that they're there if you put your cursor over it, and there'll be a little, oh Jesus, take button. And if you get all the keys, you get a bonus.
Where are you, soldier?
Okay, I dropped down far enough to get the cutscene to show you what the map is going to look like. This is where we're going to have to travel to.
Stop this damn thing!
That bot's taking Roland to the drop barge. Stop them before they get away.
Hyperion took Roland? Mother... Jack didn't send Wilhelm, did he? Please tell me Jack didn't send Wilhelm.
Okay, so I guess for fun, if I die, then I die, because bandits are going to be shooting at robots, and robots are going to be shooting at bandits, and they're going to be invested in each other until I drop down there, and then they're going to shoot after me. I'm going to try to do this fast, because you got to do it fast, so I can't just stop and explain things. I have to just keep moving. So if you want to watch this first, see what I do, and then you follow. You don't have to follow in real time with me. Let's just go. I just try to stay up against walls. I just try to have as much... Oh, you can donate money into there and get a little thing. Oh, shit, I got stuck. There's a suicide robot that comes flying out of this little area. It's hard to avoid them. Not that one. There's one that actually runs out at you. There's good gear up there, but I'm going to skip it. There's a suicide. We're running to the outside, but we need to come back to the inside over here. Keep jumping. Here we go. We're going to run to the left and run along the top of the walls here. A big robot's coming soon. There's the big robot.
Badass loader!
Just keep running. Oh, suicide bomber. Now we're seeing on the right side of the wall here. I might have a chance to pick some stuff up. Okay. Gonna be a much tighter squeeze coming up and a lot more robots. You know what, I might even... Okay. If I can try to... Oh, I can't. I was gonna try to hide out and wait for my robot friend to help me, but it might not work. So I'm keeping my Unkempt. And already we are now at the end, as long as I can at least get to this, so I don't have to run that whole thing again. Boom, there we go. So if I die, at least I'm starting right here. Don't go into there yet, because that will start the boss fight. If you want to kind of gather yourself, we can just hide over here first. There's one more flying thing. Okay. Get everything reloaded. This sniper rifle does nothing, so oops, so let me find something else that's more powerful. I already have a pistol. That shotgun's really powerful, so we might need that. Is there anything more powerful than the shotgun?
Numbers, math, math, math.
Still nothing for there. Still nothing for there. Also, if you hit L3, you mark it with an X, but press L3 again, you've now marked it with a star. So it's your favorite. You can trash, when you go to sell, you can sell all ones that are marked with an X. I like to put stars, so when I'm going through all of my guns, I can quickly find the things that I want to use. Like the shield I want, I'll put oops. There, so I'll know that that's the one I'm switching to. Okay, so we're going to have that big constructor robot, and we're also going to have a lot of other robots crashing down. Once we get Roland released, he'll fight along with us.
So we can get the hell out.
So just go. Just freaking go. He's creating other robots. I'm just going to try to focus on this guy. If you get too close, he stomps on the ground and can really hurt you. Throw a grenade. It's fire, but it's strong enough. Oh boy. There we go. His shield is going back up, so... Oh, now we got a robot. There we go. Very good. Oh, here we go. Here we go. One more little thing. If you can kill him before he generates a robot, then you're in good standings. So one thing I found is this little bus here. If I hide behind this bus, enemies can come after you, like that one just did. But for the most part, you're kind of guarded. I don't know why they don't all come after you right here, but they don't. You can see them falling over here. But Roland doesn't die. Once he's released, he'll just keep shooting. I think the game sort of makes him not be that powerful to force you to play the game yourself. You can see they're coming after him. You will regain some sort of health if you get within that circle of his shield. He jumped. If we were too close to that, he would have hurt us. You can see his health going down. I'm not shooting him. Of course, I don't think I get the points for it if Roland does it. Just hide back here. Don't worry, we got this. Don't even panic. What, for God's sakes, whatever you do, don't just run off once that's done and turn in like I did once. I totally forgot that you're supposed to talk to him first. I was so used to, oh yeah, when I'm done that, I'm supposed to go back to Sanctuary. I forgot to turn in, and when I did that, it meant I had to run through this whole map again. And oh my gosh, I was on like ultimate Vault Hunter mode. It was not good to everyone. It was very difficult. So we'll get 4 Iridium. We'll get 3,100 or 3,169 experience points. No weapon, but that's fine.
Thanks. I'd be dead if it weren't for you. Meet me back at Sanctuary. I got a plan to stop Jack, but it won't work without you.
You saved Roland. This planet's been waiting for a hero like you. Thank goodness Jack didn't send Wilhelm.
And I see it in Son Wilhelm. The amazing things about these games is we're either talking to characters who were playable characters in Borderlands 1, so you would have played as Roland, or you could have chosen to play as Roland, I should say, in the first game, or you could have played as Lilith, the Firehawk, which is really cool. Wilhelm is a character at this point that you would not have played, but then another game came along where you can play as Wilhelm, and you can see his whole backstory and how Wilhelm was also just another Vault Hunter that then got trapped and turned into this disaster, that of which is the Wilhelm robot that you're going to have to fight in this game. But it was very cool to see him not be a bad guy and be forced into being a bad guy. That was really quick, because that was one of the maps where you can, it is possible at least to just run through it and skip all the fighting. Unlike the Firehawk, where there were a lot of points where we did have to stop, and so that was pretty fast. Very happy about that. By the way, the skeleton keys, the golden keys, this is the chest. But it only opens up the one time with the one key, and it will give you a gun that is equivalent to the level that you're at. And since it's so rare, I like to wait till I'm maxed out. I don't know, however, the max number level is 72, but then there's something called overpowered. They just keep, the game company just kept adding ways to have more reason to level up. It used to be that your top level was 50, and then it went to 60 something, and then they upped it again to, all right, you can play up to level 72. And now after level 72, now you have level 72 overpower 1, level 72 overpower 2, level 72 overpower 3, overpower 4, power 5, up to overpower 8, or maybe even 10 now, overpower 10. You're excused. So it could be nice to just wait till you're all the way at level 72, all the way at overpowered 10, and then go and open up that chest. Of course, at that point, it's like you're at the top of your game. Like, what could you possibly use that rare weapon for, since you've done just about everything you can do? But some people just like to just keep replaying the game over and over at the hardest difficulty, just for fun, just to replay it. To replay the story over and over at the hardest difficulty. You know what? Since we're here, let's go to our... We can retrieve that, but let's look for the gun that we can't use yet. Does it have the star? He said, oh, it's that shield. So I'll hit X and find an empty slot in my safe and pop it in there. So that's what I was saying in an earlier video as well. It's a good place to store stuff that you want to use, but you can't use it yet. But it makes room for in your backpack. And I'm going to sell a bunch of stuff too right after this. Let me turn this in.
Snag you anyway.
Oh, we did.
One of them knocked me out.
Taking a leak, yeah, right. Let them talk, and we'll actually come down here.
Never be too well armed.
Total dumbass.
If we use our
Joking, dude.
the L2 and L1 triggers, we can sort them. Types, brands, items, price is a good way for me to. So I'll sell the cheapest ones because I know they're the. That's kind of a good overall
Smooth
summary of how good the gun is in general. You know, some cheap guns might be more powerful than more expensive guns, but generally not. So all these guns are special because they only come with a special edition. Every new character that you make will get these guns when you first start. So they're really not that special. So I'll sell that, sell it. A level 3 shield, anything that's like, I'm a level 12 now. I don't really want much that's under level 9 or so. 6. I mean, unless it's got an element and I don't have that element anywhere else. Yeah. So that's a good gun, but it doesn't have fire, so I'll sell that. That's a fire pistol. Oh, that's what it was on. 6. Oh, that's a 7 pistol, so 6 pistol can go away. And everything else I have equipped. I do want a couple pistols, just in case. I have this 7, I have this 8, but nah, screw it, we'll get rid of that.
Your cash ain't worth a thing if you don't spend it.
And it is good to sometimes always, you know, each time you're here, always check each one of these things here to see the item of the day and see if vending machines, because it might have something that really cool, really good. So if we talk to Roland, that will start the next mission. So now that we've done all that, I'm going to stop this video here and edit out a lot of the stuff that paused the game for me, and we will do the next mission. Because what is it? Meet Roland in Sanctuary. Yep. As soon as we end that mission, it's going to start the next mission. So I'm just not going to turn it in until the next video. And we will have to get character number 3. and then there'll be a fourth character, and then we will have everyone we need. And now that we're all together, there's just a couple things we have to then do as a team, by which I mean they tell you to go out by yourself. Anyway, and then eventually we'll be able to face Jack. But until then, I'm going to end this video here. I'm Dan, First Person Looter. This is my FPL guide to Borderlands. This is part 3. I will see you in the next one. Take care. Bye-bye.